So a really common barrier for fighters that at best will affect your performance in your fight and at worst will be downright dangerous, and that is simply getting complacent with your nutrition as soon as the weigh-in is done. It's really understandable why this happens, especially if you've had a difficult weight cut or if you don't have proper guidance on the topic. But what you'll often see for fighters is as soon as they step off the scales, they'll start chowing down on huge amounts of things like chocolate, biscuits, pizza, and whatever they can get their hands on. And the issue with this is, first of all, you simply won't be used to having these foods in these large quantities in the weeks and months leading up to the weigh-in. Secondly, these foods will tend to be higher in dietary fats, meaning it might limit your ability to get in adequate amounts of dietary carbs and adequately replenish and refuel your body's carb stores. The fats will also slow down your digestion, and the large quantities of food in such a short time frame, especially if you're not adequately rehydrated, will simply mean that you are left with a lot of digestive discomfort. You'll be quite sluggish, and going into your fight, you will not be at your sharpest. What I suggest focusing on instead is getting in adequate amounts of fluids, adequate amounts of electrolytes, enough fast digesting carbs that you're used to having, not too much fiber and not too much dietary fats. The exact timings, amounts, and sources of these will completely depend on you. It'll depend on your weight cut, and it'll depend on how much time you have between weighing in and fighting. There'll be plenty of time after the fight for that bit more freedom and enjoyment with your food, but for now, as soon as the weigh-in is done, keep the focus on what's important and get adequately refueled and rehydrated in time for your fight.